Okay, hello guys, Zach here, and I'm going to be playing through a custom scenario right now. It's called Ocean Blue. Well, it's actually a campaign called Ocean Blue. You'll see what it's all about very shortly. We're just going to set things up and make sure it's all okay. I'm going to turn the game sound down just a notch. Hopefully it's not too loud. And this is, I'll give you a little backstory on it. It's a Chinese scenario. It's made by Hawk AOC, which is the Chinese, or a Chinese AOC community. And it took 2 years apparently to translate from Chinese to English this scenario, so there will be a slight grammatical errors occasionally, but you have to forgive that because I've been told it is very much worth it. So I've got no idea what's in store for us. We'll have to wait and see, but apparently it's going to be good. So let's tell it to start the game already.
Start the game already!
And we'll see what we've got in store for us. I'll try and read out the text as well. Outskirts of Athens, 403 BC. Some nice little music in the background. Who is this? Plato. Come on, Coius. But master, this pile of things is really heavy. Could you tell me what it is? These are literature about an ancient civilization. You won't understand. An ancient civilization? There must be a lot of interesting stories about it, such as gods, War of Troy. Ah, surprising. You know the War of Troy? Of course he does. You know my pals always call me the son of Athena. Look, a single sentence of praise can make you too proud to know yourself. Well, in fact, these writings are not about... too fast. Oh, but master, isn't it because there are legends of history can exist and be known? Isn't legend... can't read it fast enough. I'll wait till the next one. Sure, master. Okay. We're gonna go to this moment in front of the temple of Athena. Socrates, what is well-doing? Theft, cheat, enslavement, these doings are well-doings or evil doings. Evil doings. He's asking for advice from Socrates, obviously. Is cheating enemies an evil doing? Is enslaving enemy captives evil doing? They are well-doings, but what I meant is doing to friends and not enemies. So according to your words, theft to friends is an evil doing, but if your friends means to commit suicide, then thief... Okay, a little bit confusing. I think I get what he's saying. You said that cheating friends is an evil doing, but if in battle the general tell a lie that reinforcements arriving to encourage his men, is it an evil doing? It's a well doing. I don't know where they're going with this. They're all being philosophical. Good morning, Socrates. Oh, Arthius, you are here. It's you, Plato. Morning. Plato, what are these things you take here? It looks really heavy. By the way, you are... something. Hey, don't look down upon me. I'm not tired at all. Ha, take your breath, little guy. You better go inside and sit down to talk, as well as put these heavy things down. So many, they must be good things. I'm sure we'll have a lot to talk about. Alright, let's go. Oh, I really hope that I could join you, but it's about time that I went to help my father and his business. Plato, tell me what you would like to talk today and we can meet next time. Okay. No problem, go and help your father without worry, Arthius. This is Arthius. So I go. See you. See you, Socrates. Let's enter the temple. Coius' leg must be numbed with tiredness. He's holding all these heavy books, obviously. The three enter the temple of Athena, sit down by a window. Coius puts the scroll down gently on a stone bench beside him. Sunshine in the early morning. Socrates, in our tales going round, there are always names of Zeus, Apollo, Poseidon, and Athena, who is oblated in this temple. Do you think that these gods... Oh my good Plato, don't you take it that doubting gods is bad? No, I'm just seeking the truth, and it is Athena that gave us the right to do it, if she really exists. No doubt, no truth. Alright, then you know who gave the lightning power to destroy all who control the sun to rise and fall, who make the sea unpredictable, who teach our weak human to use spear and shield to defeat feral beasts, or feral beasts. I know, we have too much that cannot be explained, and we have to owe all of these to the power of the gods. But what I am to say to you today may change your opinion. Oh, you seemed well prepared, Plato. Interesting. Of course, what I have brought here are all records about an ancient civilization. Coius, give me the scroll. Yes, master. I love the music. Most of these literature is given by one of my Scotch cousins. His great-grandfather has been to Egypt, and a respectable priest there told him some history, facts unknown to us Greek. As is known to all, Egyptian writes matters down on papyrus or walls, whilst Greek just remember the history by telling oral stories. The advantage of written records is that it never changes, while oral legends always depart from the original facts gradually by misinterpretation or exaggeration, so we should believe in the Egyptian material. I agree. My Scotch cousin's great-grandfather took those stories down, and my cousin heard that I was interested in it, so he sent me the literature his father's left to him. Besides, there is some material given by a friend of mine who has been to the north. He knows a knowledgeable druid and heard some correlative stories from him. Though Celtic's memories of histories depend on legend too, yet druids are the keepers of history, and unlike us, they are not fond of exaggerating to make stories more attractive. What's more, these sage sagas happen to have the same view with Egyptian records in many points, and at last, these literature... So I cannot doubt the reality of your evidence, but is there any relation between your scroll and the authority of gods? So basically, he has stuff written down from the Greeks, from the Egyptians, and from the Celtic people that the gods do not exist. Perhaps. Ocean blue. Sounds a little bit like... Wow, it's bloody loud! Sounds like Pirates of the Caribbean. Blimey, that was loud. It was more than 11,000 years ago. At that time, our ancestors were leading lives of barbarism. They used the hide of animals to keep themselves warm. And at those ancient ages, in the far west, there was a wide continent, as well as a great civilization developed not less than today's Greece. Acres supplied a large amount of food, and skillful workmen built amazing buildings. Sweet. There were many kingdoms of the continent, and most of them were quite small. Some were even smaller than half of the polites of Athens today. Despite the small population, every kingdom kept a large army because of frequent wars. A lot of wars here. It's a very large army. A special kind of metal, auriculum, or auricalcum, more precious than anything except gold, was dug out there. Swords containing it can be sharper and harder, but since it's rare in general, only princes or bravest warriors might have these weapons. However, there was an exception. The middle of the land was abundant in auricalium, and there lay a kingdom called Aulic. As a result, they have many weapons containing auricalium, and made Aulican warriors almost invincible. Though auricalium trade was great profit and serious wars, the kingdom of Auric was stronger and stronger. By the time of the 7th king, Odin, came into power, Aulic had become the most powerful kingdom of the continent. They got a lot of dudes. They got a lot of dudes. That's a lot of dudes, dude. Odin was an ambitious ruler. He gained a ground longbow using the hunting tool by Aulican before it's in his army, and nearly half of his soldiers were archers, being unmatched at the time. It's pretty cool. They're firing at targets. He equipped each of his men with at least one horse, though except few disciplined cavalry, most of them were not used to fighting on horse. The horses gave them awful speed. Good speed, I suppose it should say. Finally, in the 4th year since Odin had been king, his plan for war was put into effect. That year, Odin claimed himself emperor. Kingdom became an empire. He required all the kingdoms to obey his will, or he would destroy them all. Many kingdoms around Aulic knew clearly that they could never defeat Aulic's empire, so they all submitted to it and offered their tribute as well. However, kings of kingdoms that were far away from Aulic would not give up their father's lands for nothing. And then an unprecedented war broke out. Empire armies carried everything before them. Less and less rebelled as the war was on. fire. Wow, this is amazing. By the third year of the war, Odin felt that his dream of ruling this land was coming true. His western army marched the fastest, and had been close to the edge of the continent, preparing to attack 3 small kingdoms. General Gaia, my warriors, now we face new enemies, 3 small kingdoms. They dare to offend the authority of the Aulic Empire. So what shall we do? Destroy them!
Destroy him!
Good, but they are 3 united kingdoms, not a single enemy like what we met before. To destroy is easy, but only victory with the lowest lost is what we need, so we must have a good strategy. Among us here is one who sent all 3 kingdoms 3 years ago to declare our emperor's authority. Your wish is my command, General. So you begin. Yes, the nearest kingdom is Sartin. Sartanese are fishers and sailors who once lived in an island which was destroyed by a tsunami a few decades ago. And Sartian had to escape to mainland while there was not place for them to build. Blah de blah. A foolish king, but I heard that this Atlas is more or less far from here. But I think it's why those barbarians should not exist. They regard the foolishness and recreance of Atlas as kindness. How can a great king have his father's land to a group of beggars? You're right. Well, since that coward has been dead for a long time, we'd better continue our former plans. Oh, yes, General. Sartin once had a powerful warships and was the ruler of Western Sea, but since he had come to land, and news of that disaster hasn't been recovered yet. Oh, the grammar is quite bad. But I heard that King of Sartin... I say, Clinton, my brother, where did you hear so many stupid words? Although we should not underestimate our enemy, we don't need to be that cowish. As you wish, to the west of Sartin, through a river, there stands the kingdoms named after Atlas and his 2 sons. In the south there is Lantis, ruled by the eldest son, Lychard. Lychard's son of coward is a coward too. If me, I would never give up half my land to others, even if it were my father's will. Yet I heard that there was a range lying between Lantis and it's Atlas, I guess. So I heard... okay. General Clinton, you're right. There is a range dividing the 2 kingdoms indeed, but I think it is an advantage for us. It gives us a chance to defeat the 3 one by one. So we have to destroy 3 kingdoms, basically. Great, one by one. Yes, I get an idea. Listen, my men, all our enemies we met before were surprised by our amazing speed, and this time it will be the same. We shall set out right now, and we will arrive at Starting before night and kill them all under the cover of darkness. Then we siege Atlas, I guess, and take it before tomorrow noon. But General, why not attack Lantis first, since it is a coward king? Simple. It's because he is coward that if we sent him the head of his brother, King Atl, he will be too afraid to fight against the Aulic forever. Alright, this our plan. Any problems? I guess not. Why not send more men to break down the bridge of Lantis? If so, even if they notice our attack, their army will need more time to come. Good idea, and I have also something to say. We should capture Sartanese, as many as we can, and get them fight for us. Are you crazy? Fighting with those cowards is a great shame. They should not clean. Don't you want to defeat them one by one? So we have to siege Atl and never let them join forces with Lantism. I heard that Atl's castle is behind the river, and we should never fight on water. Who can obstruct the ferry except them? Gosh. The ferry gets... okay. Good. This time tomorrow, I'll let you know what is, as you said, victory with lowest loss. So are they going to start? vast troops set out. Soldiers were high-spirited after this battle. There would be no enemy worth mentioning. They had the same gladness as Odin's, gladness of being overlord, and the soldiers seemed to have their luxurious lives. This is the Age of Empires 3 battle music, I've just realised. It's wonderful. It's a lot of cavalry. There we go. That's the Prelude.